They do look like they're watching you if you apply them properly. Human eyes are a little harder to do, but I'm going to do a video eventually on how to do glass and paint human eyes in the future. This one here, you just put them in equal on both sides. That way, if you look from the top down, they'll look like they're looking up at you. And if you look from the side, they'll look like they're following you. If you do them straight up, then it changes that perspective of it. So I suggest putting them in evenly. And like I said, I'll make a video of doing human faces and human eyes. Putting them in fish is great. They make them look a little realer. A little realer? Crocodile. This is a good one. Smaller eye. I enjoyed doing this one. These are put in from the side when it's split in half. I'll show you a little further on. Cat eyes. I showed you at the beginning how they went in with putty. Fish eyes, you have to get the proper colors and the proper shape of the actual pupil so that it makes the fish look real. So you have to do your homework online. Monsters and trolls and stuff are easy to do, just black eyes. This was painted. I was going to do glass eyes, but I thought it would look better painted. This is the muskie that I worked on. The glass eyes on this one are a little larger than normal, but they turned out really, really good. You do them on the cardstock like this. I put a little too much glue. And some people said, well, I don't remember seeing a blue-eyed raccoon. Well, there is one that the ministry recorded, so I thought I'd go with that and put him in the museum because, hey, why not something you don't have? And here is the muskie, a bigger one. This goes on the wall the way it is. Right now I'm using it's like a wood burning or soldering iron to flatten it down. And then I grind it down to make a smooth surface for the eye to sit on. And then I use my UV glue to apply it. That way it doesn't soak through the cardstock. Because if you use a hot glue or a crazy glue, it'll make it look like the eye has a cataract. You don't want that. There it is, all done. I just clear coated it. So it looks like it's underwater. These are the access holes. It's for the gorilla to put the eyes in from behind. You can grind them out, you can cut them out. I do both. The final cut, I just cut around with an X-Acto. Looks good. There's the gorilla eyes. And you cut them out. And we put him in from behind it. There you go. This is a folky looking fish, so you can do any color eyes you want for something that's folky looking. Here's our snowcat. I put them in from inside like that. Apply epoxy or the UV glue. Here's some glass eyes that I paint from behind that I ordered in big bulk for next to nothing. Same with this one. This is a colored red eye for the duck. Then we have our American bald eagle. I know we have some of them in Canada too. I put those in with epoxy. And there he is, all painted. Looks like $1 million. Makes them look real. What do you think? Does it make them look real? This guy here I went with red because I wanted him to have a little bit of a look. I've seen red on the cats before. That was a little chipmunk. These are painted from behind again. You got a black pupil, glass eye with a wire that goes through. There's a fish. He's actually got glass eyes. I know he's really small, but I've got glass eyes that are really, really small. And glass eyes are really, really big. The gecko, I was going to go with just painting the eye, but I didn't think he looked very good, so I actually ground it down, made it flat there, put the eye in, and there it is. The dog, he has black pupils, but black outer, the hound dog, so he looks, if you get close you can see the pupil, but other than that he's got the blackish color eye. And this is a little dragon pen holder. Mrs. Vinster wanted, so I thought I'd add glass eyes to him to make him look a little better. And here is the pike with one eye in, which I'm going to keep because the other side is going to go against the wall. But that shows you the difference between the glass eye and the actual eye. I think it would look okay if I painted it, but I like the glass eye effect a lot better. And here's the UV glue. You can get it online. Doesn't have to be this brand. And the UV light. I went with a bigger light because this one was good for setting up, but it wasn't quite enough power. I forget what they call the power of those. It's not the Illuminate, it's something else. And then I actually set them up with the small light here, but then put the big light to them. And then good to the touch. Applying this one to the raptor. Some of them I buy. You can buy the eyes pre-made on Amazon, or you can make them yourself. Here he is. Here's Dobby. Now I bought these online before I started making them, but now I make them so I can do it myself. This one here, I'm showing how to do it with the pen marker. Now these markers have one side with a pen kind of idea, one side has like a brush. I'm using the brush side right now. This is probably the best one I've done yet. And then again, see, practice as you get going. And then what I do is I clear coat over the paint job. That way when I apply the eye, if I don't like it, I can actually wipe it off. And when I like it, I spray a coat of clear, or I just cover it with the UV glue, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes here. I'm applying the little specks in the eye, making the pupil. Some people make the pupil first, but I find with the markers, I'm able to, if you can see the quality there, it really starting to look like he's looking at you. So I'm quite happy with that. At the end of this video is actually a slideshow of a lot of the eyes I've done not future, just recently. Future hasn't come here yet, but there's more to do. Recently and in the past, I've been doing the glass eyes for about 4 years now. Well, actually that's wrong because I've been doing wood carvings since I was 20, and I've used glass eyes. There's the UV light to set up the UV glue. And if you notice, it really started looking like a glass eye. I didn't want to ruin the detail around the eye by putting a glass eye in at this point on this guy. I thought it kept the look of it. If there's not a lot of detail, then I'll put a glass eye in and then do the detail around the eye myself. But when there's a lot of detail and I want to save that, that's what I did. Doing some brush, make it look a little more real. And then I'll clear coat him, but with a flat. If you notice, he's already had a clear coat. And there he is. And right after this will be a slideshow of a lot of the eyes I've done the last few years. And there's a lot more, but I didn't want to hold the video up too long. But if you want to go to my channel, check them out. And here we go. for watching, and please subscribe.